Hi, I'm Allie, the Wellness Chick, and today I'm here to show you how to make your own homemade almond milk. Almond milk is so delicious and it's so nutritious for you as well. Almond milk has become so popular lately. I personally prefer it because my body does not digest milk proteins very well, but whether your body does or doesn't, almond milk is a great option for anything that you can use milk for. Obviously, you see it in the stores, in cartons and boxes and containers all over the place, which are fine, and sometimes I still do buy those. But when you can make it at home, it's definitely more nutritious, and I think it tastes so much better as well. The other kinds are great as well. They're just a little bit more processed, but this one is fresh, nutritious, and delicious, and very easy to make, and I will show you how we can do that today. Alright, so what you will need to make your homemade almond milk is a blender. Any blender will do. Almonds. Make sure that they're raw almonds. If you can use organic, that's best. If that's not available, no problem. Filtered water. Okay, we're going to use 1 cup of almonds and 4 cups of filtered water. Make sure that it's filtered. And I am going to put in a couple dates to sweeten it up just a little bit. You don't have to do that. I personally just like the flavor a little bit more. I put in 3 to 4 dates or so. These fresh medjool dates are delicious. Make sure you take the pits out first. And then I also put just a little bit of sea salt in there, and then a little bit of fresh vanilla extract. You don't have to do that. I personally just like the flavor of that a little bit better. You don't have to put anything extra. You can just put the almonds in there. You can also play around. You can put some cocoa powder to make it chocolate. You can put some maple cinnamon, anything like that to kind of play around and be creative. And another thing that we'll need here is a nut milk bag. So I found this at a local natural grocer's, pretty easy to find. I find that this works best. If you can't find this or you don't have that, you can also use a cheesecloth, and that works almost as well, but I think this works a little bit better, but whatever you can find is fine. And then also a bowl, and that's what you're going to strain your milk into. And then a jar, a 1 quart jar. Okay, so the 1 cup of almonds with 4 cups of water will make 1 quart of almond milk, okay? And then this will last you about 5 to 7 days or so. Usually it doesn't last that long in my house anyways, but that's how long it usually lasts. Okay, and so that is all that you will need. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So if you plan ahead, unlike I did today, the best thing to do is to soak your almonds overnight and allow the water to be absorbed by the almonds, and then it'll be easier to peel the almonds, and also kind of starts the breakdown of the almonds to make them easily digestible. But today I did not plan ahead, so what I'm going to do is pour hot water onto my almonds, and it's just going to blanch them really quickly, and it's going to make it easier to take the peels off of the almonds, okay? So I have my almonds here in a bowl. Now I'll grab my boiling water and I will just pour that over the almonds. And I will go ahead and let that soak for 5 minutes or so that the almonds can take in all the water, and then they'll be blanched and it'll be easy to peel them and get the peels off pretty efficiently, okay? Alright, now that my almonds have set a little bit in the hot water, I'm going to go ahead and take the peels off. And so what you can do is just kind of squeeze them and the peels come right off. So it's pretty easy, pretty quick. So you just kind of squeeze them in your fingers. Some come off easier than others, but it's pretty quick. And you can just toss the peels, the skins away. This ultimately is not a necessary step, but it is something that I always do. I personally just like the peels off. I think it tastes a little bit better, and I don't like the peels left in my almond meal after I squeeze out all of the milk. So it doesn't take too long, pretty quick, but I think it's definitely worth doing. Okay, now I have taken the skins, the peels off of all of my almonds, and I have all of my peeled almonds here in the blender ready to be blended with my water. And something that I didn't say before was once you have let your almonds sit in the hot water for a while, go ahead and drain those and kind of rinse them off, and then take the peels off and put them in here just to make sure and get all that extra water and everything off of them. Okay, so we have our 1 cup of peeled almonds, and we are going to add 2 cups of fresh filtered water, and then another 2 cups, so a total of 4 cups of filtered water. And like I said, I am going to add a couple dates to mine today because I would like it just a little bit sweeter, and dates are a great way to add a little bit of sweetness naturally, okay? And so what I did is I took the pits out, and then I soaked this in hot water. I have about 3 dates in here, soaked them in hot water, just a little bit of hot water. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour that date water, which is sweet as well, and then all of my dates in there, okay? And then I'm going to put just a dash of vanilla extract, not much, and then just a couple twists of sea salt. Again, all of that is not necessary. I just like it for the taste and flavor. And then your almonds and water are ready to blend. You don't necessarily have to blend it for a specific amount of time. I would say about a minute, but I would just kind of keep an eye on it to make sure that everything, especially the dates and everything, is sufficiently blended and mixed well together. All right, now everything is nice and blended and combined well. Like I said, maybe about a minute or so we blended that. Okay, then you will go ahead and take your bowl, okay, and set your nut milk bag into the bowl, and then you will just go ahead and pour your almond milk into the nut milk bag. And then you will go ahead and squeeze out all of that delicious, nutritious almond milk. Okay, once you've gotten all that milk squeezed out, then you can just go ahead and pour that into your jar. Right, and there you are. And now you have your fresh homemade almond milk that tastes, smells, and is very nutritious and delicious for you. And then now, what to do with all of this leftover almond pulp, almond meal, is we want to make sure and save that because that is all good stuff and we want to make use of that. So what I do is I take a baking sheet and I go ahead and put all of that almond meal, almond pulp right onto there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake that at 225 degrees in the oven. And basically this is just going to dry it out, and then you can go ahead and use that for a flour substitute in baking, or you can put it in your oatmeal, or you can make little energy balls out of it, or add it to granola, protein, good fats, to all of that. So just want to make sure and save all that. So you just kind of spread it out on your pan, put it in the oven for 225 degrees, and use that however you would like. Get creative and enjoy. Thanks for joining me today, The Wellness Chick, as we made homemade almond milk. And make sure to check me out on social media at Instagram and Facebook at The Wellness Chick and thewellnesschick.com. Thanks so much. Have a great day.